I think something's going on earth right now, which is God seems to be drawing a lot of people to himself. They've been really curious about some strange folks becoming Christians and think, man, maybe is that for me too? And I'd say, yes, it is. And welcome if that's you. I'm so excited you're here. Hey guys, welcome on a little walk with me. You are here because you've been on a new spiritual journey and you've been wondering where God is. And the fact is, you've been opening doors and it feels like God might be opening those doors for you. And I'm here to say he is. And now you're wondering, what do I do next? My name is Ron, and I've been leading people through spiritual transformations for the better part of 20 years. I am a Catholic Christian, but I'm a new Catholic and was raised in the evangelical church and went to school to be an evangelical pastor. And none of that means anything. In so many ways, I feel like a brand new person in the faith. I went through the whole deconstruction process and have found a new faith in the last couple of years. Back to your experience of, I think God might be knocking on my door, and what do I do? First of all, congratulations. I think that God has a plan for every single person on earth and for you, and that's why you're here, because you felt that too somehow, and you've been noticing things happening in your life and you wanted to know what to do next. So a couple of things I wanted to emphasize. Number one, God says you can ask for wisdom, and it's the one thing that he's always going to say yes for. So if you're unsure what to do and you're thinking like, man, what's my next step? Then get quiet, get still, close your eyes down, maybe open up a pad of paper and say, God, I need wisdom over this situation, and what should I do? And then get quiet and listen. Don't move on too quickly. Still your body. Breathe a little bit and notice what comes up in your intuition. Notice what comes up in your imagination and mind. This is a prayer, listening prayer is what this is called. Not that there's any one way to do this. It's a practice. It's learning to speak in conversation. Once it comes up, what's the thing that you need to do? Listen to it. If you need to call somebody, if you need to go do a thing, if you need to send the email or draw a boundary, then it's important that you act on that right away. The more time you let go between the intuition and the action, the more you're likely to start second guessing yourself and think that it's not okay. Now, will you second guess yourself? Absolutely. And I think it's important to remember that no one is perfect. And in fact, it's in your imperfection and it's in your weakness that God does his thing. That's the fun backwards economy of our relationship with God. What I would say is kind of the fundamental to the Gospels of Jesus Christ, which is he takes the weak things of the world and makes them strong. And he takes the least of these, the spiritually imperfect, and says, I'm going to do something with the spiritually imperfect, the spiritually poor, and the real poor. Okay, so listen to God, act in God. Next thing is, don't do this alone. You need community. You need people in your life who are on the same path. If you are doing this alone, you're going to get wrecked. You're going to get lost. And you need people to help for a couple of reasons. One is we all need kind of spiritual leadership. And it's important we find somebody or a group of people who are ahead of us in some way, that they've got some more maturity on the spiritual path more than we do. Go find a church, go find a parish, go find a group and test it out and see what it's like. Notice how much peace you feel. Notice how good it feels. Notice if people come and talk to you. Use your intuition around all that stuff, right? See if there's any kind of like manipulation going on, or or if it just feels really good and clean, try out some others. I've heard it said when you're trying out a new group to go 6 times before you make any judgments, just to get your bearings around it. When you go, ask if you can meet with the pastoral team or the priest or whatever it is, and make an appointment. A good church will say, heck yeah, we've got a way for you to meet with somebody. And this is true with both Protestants and Catholics. Go hang out, go check it out. The third thing is, make this a practice. Don't just feel the intuition, I think God's trying to do something with me. Make it a practice. Bring structure. I think it's a better way to say this. Bring structure to your life where you set aside time every day to pray, to read sacred texts like the Bible, and then look at it, read it, and don't just read it, get it done. Really chew on what it's saying and what you think it means for your life. I think something's going on earth right now, which is God seems to be drawing a lot of people to himself. They've been really curious about some strange folks becoming Christians and think, man, maybe is that for me too? And I'd say, yes, it is. And welcome if that's you. I'm so excited you're here. I've been a Christian my whole life and would be considered maybe like an agnostic Christian. There's a part of me that can't deny it. I've seen too much, and maybe I'll get into what I've seen in another video, but there's another part of me that's like totally okay if there's nothing there. If I pass away and die, I will. We all will. And there's nothing there, I'm okay with that. And yet in real life, in this life that I lead, like I see signs all the time. Carl Jung, one of my favorite kind of psychological teachers, says, act as if it's true. And what he means is the signs that we see from God. At the ends of his career, someone asked if he believed in God, and he goes, oh yes, I know there's God. And the more I lean into that kind of notion where I know God is in all this and wanting to do life with me, the more things seem to show up. Even in the last 24 hours, I was making a video about a specific topic. I was actually making a video about what do you do if you're in the part of your life and you feel like you should be further along. And I went into a meeting right afterwards. And without me talking, I didn't talk for the first 45 minutes of the meeting. 5 other people brought up like that same topic. And I just started smiling. I'm like, of course this is what's coming up. And even today, in my time of prayer, I was praying and I look up and I see something that was significant to me. I don't want to get into it because it's important to me. And it put a huge smile on my face. It really made me feel like God is caring and is listening and sees me as somebody who is worthy of being loved. And you are worthy of being loved. You are significant. God has a plan for you and a purpose for you and wants to do life with you. So welcome. Let's finish with a little prayer. God, thank you for bringing my friends to this video. And I ask specifically that whatever they are doing on their path, that you would show them clearly and plainly that you love them and have a plan for them. Open more doors for them, for community, for purpose, for leadership, and for getting to know who they really are. If you want to put your faith in Christ, then say, Jesus, I believe in you. I may not know how to do it perfectly, but I want to put my faith in you and want to live the life that you have for me. And that's it. That's how you start your Christian journey. Okay, guys, I'm excited for you. If that's for you, leave a comment. Normally, my day job, I am helping guys fix their messed up marriages, especially around codependency. And nice guy syndrome and things like that, but I love the Gospels. I love the Bible. I love my relationship with God, and I don't want to hide that. I want to let people in on the same thing that brings me joy and purpose and fulfillment in life. I don't know if that sounds like you. If it is, stick around. If it's not, and you just need some encouragement from time to time, stick around. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, lots of love. Grace and peace, everybody. Talk soon.